G, and I'm here playing, you guessed it, Final Fantasy 16. A new quest?
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Quick look.
Under new management. Yep, okay. Yep.
Think you can help?
Okay. Esla Walud, Cridden Hollow Walud, Halfcomb Walud. Okay. And then Titan's Wake, the Croc. Okay, so Esla, Cridden Hollow, Halfcomb. Gobbermouch.
How the hell did it cross the strait? So slow.
Really, bro? This game is great. Oh, come on. This is without a doubt one of the best Final Fantasy games. I'm not sure where I'd rank it in the series pantheon, because it's so fresh in my memory, but definitely in the top 5 Final Fantasy games. and without a doubt, one of the best PS5 exclusives.
Your journey ends here.
Half comb. Okay, so that's right in the direction I'm already heading. I absolutely love this game. I really do. Fantastic story. A return to medieval theme after decades of Final Fantasy games not being in medieval. Great voice cast, awesome combat. I think, great graphics. Hard to really ask for more than that. No, it's not, but it's gonna be soon. It's coming to PC this year, and we don't have an exact release date, but they've already said it is in the final stages and just undergoing the last checks of quality assurance. Well, it's only on PS5, not even PS4. This is a PS5 exclusive. They could not run this on PS4, I'm telling you. Oh, man. I mean, you saw the summoning battle, bit of the summoning battle earlier. Do you think that could run at PS4? No fucking way. Those battles are crazy. Yeah, sorry. Hopefully you get a PS5 one of these days. Like I said, it makes sense, you know? I mean, that's not bad. Like I said, like, this game pushes PS5 hard. But it is coming to PC sometime in the next couple months. According to the developers, it's nearly finished. They just don't want to give a release date until it's locked in. But they said, we're just literally in beta now.
Look who's here to meet us. Pity they don't seem fond of visitors.
Yeah, it does.
Nice
Fucking bugs. Alright, give me... Yeah. Alright, you gotta get up for a sec. Fucking assholes. Yeah, I put out all kinds of traps and shit to stop them, but that's not gonna do it. Oh well. Boom. Bitch.
I've had more welcomes. Good girl.
I think that might be the monster I'm looking for. Yep. Okay, it's like a super curl. Well, it's gonna die all the same.
That's how we go.
Oh shit. And fuck you.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind.
Yeah. When you say beat 'em up, do you mean like a 2D like side scroller, or do you mean like Devil May Cry-ish? The Titan's Wake, Dalmekia. I wouldn't know that. I don't play a whole lot of these. Yeah, that's true. They did a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games a while back. That's supposed to be really good. Shredder's Revenge, I think. They did a modern Streets of Rage. Excuse me. Titan's Wake. The Croc. Okay, I'll go to Sandbrag first. There it is. Okay.
Come on.
Company.
That'll do, girl.
Sup, bitch? Terminus.
Looks like we're working something up. Only one thing for it. This one. Sweet dreams.
Okay, now the last one. Well, the last one for right now is in Dhalmekia in Titan's Wake. Which should be right around here. So. Yeah, Titan's Wake is right behind me. No.
No holding back.
You're not who I'm looking for, so fuck you. I wouldn't even hardly get any XP for fighting them, so they're just not worth my time. So they're like level 30, and I think I'm like level 51. So they can eat my ass. Like, you're not even worth the time it would take for me to fight you, shit dick. Well, I know it's gotta be around here somewhere. I'll just have to keep looking around until I find it.
Ready, go? Yeah!
Nope. Nope, and this is technically... Okay, I guess I missed it somewhere along the way. And for the record, the lighting only looks like this because it's like in the third act and everything's gotten post-apocalyptic. The actual lighting in the rest of the game does not look like this. Here we go. Let's go, bitch! Thanatos.
None of your friends, Ultima. If it's me you want, I'm right here. Nice try. Nice try.
Come on, motherfucker. Bam!
Don't come back.
I think there's actually one more I can be doing, one more hunt. But it didn't tell me where it is, I'll have to look it up. Yeah, that one. Just northwest of Delamel. Okay, I know where to go then now.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearers?
None of the stalls were planned at this time, thanks be to you.
Oh shit, wrong desert. Well, wrong part of the desert.
How the hell did that bastard get through the desert gate? Where were the guards?
Woohoo! There that fucker is. What's up, bitch? Gorgamera. So it's like a super chimera. Okay.
We're not gonna outrun this one. Stay close, Toro.
Wait for it, wait for it.
Too slow.
Come on, motherfucker.
That's better.
Bitch.
Should have picked on someone your own size.
Now I'm like 90% sure that's all of the hunts I can do for right now. Not all the hunts in the game, but most of the hunts, but not all of them. I think some are tied to quests that I've yet to do, so. Let me double check. Nope, fuck. There's actually one I missed. Actually, two I missed. Oh, there, you know, one, there was the Breaker of Worlds, the other is Ruin Awakened. Okay, well, I might as well go do those while I'm at it. To the very east of Cressida. And, okay. I know where that is. Cressida is like right here. Yep. I'm close enough. I'll slug it on Chocobo. Or huff it, I guess would be the proper vernacular.
Ready, go? Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that. It's all but confirmed. There's some exciting stuff there. I mean, that's fair. Why get a PS5 now when they're gonna fucking replace it in a few months? Why not just wait? Yeah. Besides the fact that it's going to be way more powerful than the standard PS5, it also has something that PS5 doesn't, and well, I mean, it's pretty fucking cool. It has built-in and like the hardware level FSR, but like I'm not even doing it justice when I say that, because it's basically like AI upscaling, but at the hardware level, so for all games automatically, and way better because it's built in. Tons of PC games use FSR, but it's not built into the hardware. So, and what that's going to allow it to do is not only is it going to be much more powerful than the PS5, but it's going to have super great upscaling. So they're able to have games at lower resolution, and you wouldn't even be able to tell because the upscaling is so good. If you do AI upscaling good enough, you can't even tell that it's low resolution. In fact, a lot of people said it's preferable, like it looks like cleaner. So they could have games looking like native 4K that are nowhere near that resolution in actuality, but you couldn't tell. So they'll be able to spend, and games like that can spend that extra resources on performance. So besides the fact that it's going to have much better hardware anyway. It's also going to be able to take more advantage of that because it's going to be displaying at a low resolution, but you can't tell. And probably more that they haven't unveiled yet, so... And usually, if we're going by Sony's past records, probably also a bigger hard drive than the standard PS5. Yeah, considering how big games have gotten, yeah, that's fair. There that fucker is. Oh, it's like a giant robot. Alright. Atlas!
Another relic of the Fallen. Well, it seems this one has a little more life left in it. All right, then.
It's also going to be a pretty big trump card for Sony in the console wars, because one of the things that PS5, or I'm sorry, one of the things, hold on one second. One of the things that Series X has had over PS5 this entire time is that it has technically been the superior system. Because PS5 has 12 teraflops of GPU, and Series X has 14. So it's a pretty substantial increase. But PS5 Pro will be a lot bigger than that. So, you know, the whole thing, Series X is the most powerful console on the market, will no longer be true. So, Sony will be not only making them the most powerful console on the market, but they'll be getting rid of Xbox's trump card, where it's like, we're the stronger system. So it's a smart move by Sony. And they could, you know, it remains to be seen. They could always decide to do an about course, but Phil Spencer, the president of Xbox, said there were no plans to do a Series X Pro or whatever, or Series X, you know, like an elite console. So then that would mean PS5 would be the only one that did. I'm not really very literate on PC, so I'm just going to assume that that's good. Well, like I said, I don't know if that's good or not. I'm not very PC literate. Well, it depends. It might be, but then at the same time, it might not be. Because when Sony did the PS4 Pro, they kicked the regular price of the PS4 down and made the Pro the price that the PS4 was. So it might wind up being $500 for the PS5 Pro, and then they're going to drop down the price of the regular PS5 if they follow what they did for Pro. Yeah. But who knows? It's all speculation until they do a full unveiling. It was leaked and we got some of the specs, but we don't know the full conditions of the system. We don't know what games are going to support it at launch, because usually Sony always has games at launch supporting it. We don't know what the storage is going to be. We don't know if they're going to upgrade the controller, because some of the, a lot times they upgrade the controller. So we honestly have no idea. I'll just have to see when it launches. But, the whole built-in AI upscaling is a game changer. If done correctly, I mean, it could let virtually every game reach 4K without having to use the power to reach 4K because it's upscaled. But if they do AI upscaling correctly, you almost cannot tell the difference. So, pretty much everybody could play at 4K. Yeah, that is true. Pretty much every console, every game can play at 4K without having to take the performance cost of 4K. And apparently, it's also supposed to have really good ray tracing. And the thing about having AI upscaling on the hardware level is it means that even games that didn't get an upgrade should be able to utilize it. Like, it will automatically take the resolution and upscale it. So even, like, all the games will be at a higher resolution. Obviously, you're going to get a better improvement if they make games tailored to it, but it means that across the board, all of your games should look sharper and prettier and run better. So that's pretty cool.
All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Ruin Reawakened. Okay, let me see. Okay. Here we go.
Come on. Run like the wind. Safe.
Hey, treasure chest. Nice! honestly, we don't even really know what the big slate of games coming out this year is. We've had some decent games already. Like, it's already been a pretty decent year. But the vast majority of the games that are coming out this year, we don't know yet because we haven't had this year's E3, and I know E3 is dead, but I'm saying typically still the big three all around June, around the time E3 would have happened, all have their own individual thing to show. Here's our games for the holiday season, which is where they release their biggest games for the year. So we've already had a pretty decent year in 2024 already, and we haven't seen the majority of games to come out this year yet. So we're going to see a shit ton of more games coming out, and I'm excited to see what those are. Although this seems like it probably will be a slower year, just because 2023 was a ridiculous year for gaming, and it'll be hard to match that anytime soon. Like, I mean, there were so many good fucking game releases in 2023. It's kind of insane. Okay, so it's a full-on dragon. Oh, that's pretty cool. Still gonna die. Sevarog.
Founder. This beast isn't to be trifled with. Too slow. I needed that.
Fuck. Oh well, shit happens. And it's one of the toughest monsters, so it's not a big deal. I'll get it. Fuck. So hard to dodge his attacks.
Let's try.
Come on, I've almost staggered that fucker. Yeah! They like me now, bitch. Build it up. Damn it. Asshole moving. Come on, keep him coming. Yeah! Oh, fuck, you got me the last second. Alright, asshole. Oh, let's do it. Well, there's one of the toughest hunts in the game, so it doesn't really deter me. That being said, I might fuck with my loadout a little bit. Alright, I can do this. Damn it.
Too slow. Nice try. Nice try. Too slow.
Fuck you! You big old dragon fuck! Ah, shit.
Not good. Too slow.
Yeah! Wow, I did 100,000 damage in that stagger. Not bad. Oh shit, I leveled up. Yeah!
Definitely not to be trifled with.
Alright, now it's time to go back to the hideout and get more, start knocking out some side quests. I'm actually very close to getting 100% complete on this game. Pretty much just have to get the rest of the side quests and then beat it and boom. Oh, wait a minute, actually.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that.
So, will it be?
I only need one more thing to make God or Dumb wrong. Dark Steel, which I get from a hunt.
And?
Okay. Alright. Hey, it's Byron. Shit, that guy. Could be to get me over to my.
Thank you, Uncle. As for down here... Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
Pretty bad.
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many, but in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies, and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes, but such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No, thank you, Clive.
Sid, do you have a moment?
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Waloed, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place.
He must be very important to you.
He was. Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit Walls, just beyond the portcullis. We should head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
Just accepting all the quests I can so I can then whittle them down.
Sid, I was wondering if you could help me.
It depends what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Cursebreakers. As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Because he wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
Sounds reasonable.
So you're happy to oversee the boys' test, then?
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer. Vivian, I read your note.
Right,
And I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank
Hey,
you,
double
Clive.
forgive me for doing my name.
But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only...
God, please forgive me for doing my sense of feels on him. Please forgive me for doing him.
right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but... But perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
Come on. Come on. Yeah, you know I love you, Echo.
What do you think happened to Miss Min? Sid! You have to help us.
With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No? Well, yes. But that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Mididol. She's been acting strange. Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
That's what I said. In the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Ah, right after she got back from saving you from Stoneir.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be more careful around Miss Mididol's inventions. Oh, don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Mididol back together? She seems really sad.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us? She's in her dungeon.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks for the warning.
Miss Shirley says your books made quite an impression on the children. You've inspired them all to become writers themselves.
Is that so? We'll need to find some more parchments then.
Here we go. Look, where the fuck is it?
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid, may I have a moment?
Of course.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
No. The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important. I was raised in an orphanage. The Badbach Conservatory. Or rather, I was held captive there. It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons. We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts turned to stone, and few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many. I can't even remember all their names, but they must be remembered. They cannot fade away, faceless and forgotten. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured, every name recorded, every death logged with meticulous care.
Sounds less like an orphanage, more like a fucking concentration camp.
Sid, allow me to travel to Ash and recover the registry so that my brothers and sisters might live on.
You were a good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Sid, please. Even should it cost me my life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Bad Bach and find the registry.
You will?
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vida Grace. Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plains.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
May the mothers guide you.
Here to help me pack? Thanks, but I'll be traveling light. I'm almost finished already, in fact.
You're really going to go through with this, then?
I am. But before I go, there is one small issue I'd like your assistance with. Well, two, in fact.
If it's within my power to help you, I will.
It's the children. I refuse to let them share in my disgrace. And if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized forever. But I can't take them with me either. I can think of only one place where they are certain to be safe, and provided for, and loved. The Hideaway.
Of course. The children would be more than welcome.
Thank you, Clive. I will not forget this.
Lubor, are you still here?
What is it, Ferda? You look pale.
There's been a flood in the Velcroy, a damn big one. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
What?
Every last one of the bastards has turned. And they're headed this way.
Bandits are one thing, but Akashic bandits are quite another. The town guard won't stand a chance against them. We need to evacuate. There's no time to lose. Ferda, gather the men. The Akashic may strike at any moment. We must make ready to cover the townspeople's escape. Well, what are you waiting for?
Yes, my lord.
Clive, change of plan. The children stay with me for now. I need you to find Conrad and Natalie. Tell them to prepare for a full and immediate evacuation.
Understood.
I'll do what I can to convince everyone else. Wish me luck.
What's in it?
You have to listen to me. They're coming.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside? It's driving away our customers.
Ah, it's you.
What do you want, Lord Underhill?
To pass on an important message. There's been an ether flood out in the Velcroy. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now, and they could be here at any moment. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale evacuation right away.
Oh, do we? And who was it who gave you this disturbing news, might I ask?
Lubor, perhaps? The man spreading the same poison out in the square as we speak. You may believe his lies, my lord, but we know better.
But why would he lie about something like this?
Some twisted attempt at revenge, perhaps. If he had not been unmasked, he may well have been elected our leader. A great honor for one of his kind. One he might well feel aggrieved at having been denied.
Lord Underhill, forgive me, but it has become all too evident where your sympathies lie. Lubor cannot be trusted, and neither, therefore, can you.
You may not trust me, but for the sake of your people, ask yourselves if there is any chance that this is true.
There isn't. You can be certain of that. Now be off with you.
Man, they deserve to die, fucking cocksuckers. Lubor saved their ass repeatedly. And just because he's a bearer, after spending 20 years in town, taking care of them all, they're basically throwing them to the fucking wolves. And now, even after everything they did, he's still trying to save them, and they won't listen. They deserve what's coming.
You're making a mistake.
It's no use. Words will not move them.
Then we must find another way to ensure Dalamel's survival.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Ferda.
Place bearer. I think we'd better shut up.
What's Lubor raving about now?
Lord Ferda.
Sid, what's wrong?
I went to warn Conrad and Natalie about the Akashic, but they wouldn't listen.
They've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor says can be trusted. The bloody fools. Which means the town guard can't be counted on for support. But I can. If there's anything I can do to help you defend Dalamil, you only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Sid! Further! I've been looking for you everywhere.
Victor? I thought you'd left.
I couldn't abandon a friend in need. And Blue Boy is in need at this very moment. Come quickly.
Let me guess, they're trying to hurt him. God. Honestly, at this point, I'd just walk away and say, you know what? Fuck you.
You have to believe me. The Akashic are coming. They don't eat. They don't sleep. They don't tire. And they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There won't be no parley, no mercy granted. We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
It's you who should run!
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run! Far, far away!
Just go!
Yeah.
Yes! Go!
Come on, then.
After everything he did for you, God, I want to fucking beat them.
Wait. Someone's coming.
Stop! You're hurting him!
Good job, you pelted children, you cocksuckers.
What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad?
And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that?
Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty?
Who spends all day, every day making sure things run smoothly around here? And none of you ever say thank you. Ever.
But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling?
He keeps this whole place going. And you act like it doesn't even exist.
And those kids are laying down the law.
Lubor, we've heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then.
Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
Man, it's good to see them finally give him the fucking respect he deserves. Seriously, throughout the game, so many times you see him taking care of them. Only for them to pull that bullshit.
The situation. The ether flood occurred near the village of Cheratina, deep in the Velcroy. The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws decided to make it their base of operations. Now they're all turned, and if the scouts' reports are correct, heading in this direction.
They are mindless monsters, driven only by hate and rage. And they are utterly unpredictable. With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, Dalamil will have the bitterest fight it has ever faced on its hands. The town guard will muster at the north gate. The rest of us will take the south. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, ready to spread word of the size and nature of the Akashic force as soon as it is spotted. And as soon as it has been, we will converge on its position and see that it is driven back from Dalamil at all costs. Conrad, can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
I leave the selection and coordination of the messengers in your hands, Victor. And the command of our men in yours, Ferda. If you would both be so kind.
Consider it done.
As you wish.
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk barricade themselves inside the bathhouse. And tell the merchant not to waste time securing anything beside the essentials. Preserving life is our one and only concern. As long as we survive, it doesn't matter what trinkets we might lose. Our riches can be regained. And if anyone doubts that, let it be known that the Briar's Kiss stands ready to cover any losses.
Very well. I shall tell them.
Where do I fit into this plan?
Where else but the most perilous place of all? I would like you to travel to the home of our erstwhile League of Outlaws, Cheratina itself. The main host is most likely still there, and Dalamil will not be safe until it is eradicated, root and branch.
A little gardening. How pleasant.
Ah.
I doubt it. I have a feeling these weeds will be particularly stubborn.
Luckily, so am I.
So you are. All right then, we all know what we have to do. Now it's simply a matter of doing it. For Dalamil.
Looks like everyone's ready. I'd better not keep them waiting.
There it is. The flood.
But what's waiting for us inside?
Bunch of undead bandits.
We can't leave a single one alive.
Ha 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 ha! Oh, that is so satisfying. Bye. Damn it.
It's over.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker!
The League is disbanded. I should get back to Dalimil and see how the others fared.
Sometime later.
All the Akashic we were able to find have been dealt with. Seems that might be the last of them.
Last of them here, perhaps.
Lubo, Sir Clive has returned.
Clive! What news from Charatina?
It's done. Root and branch.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back. The Akashic have been defeated. And we need not fear the arrival of any more, thanks to Clive. Victory is ours.
We bloody did it!
We saved Dalimil.
Lubor, allow me to apologize. After all you have done for this town, we should never have doubted you.
But we did. And for that we are truly sorry. We only hope that you can forgive us.
We need you, Lubor. Dalimil needs you. So, if you would still like to be considered for the position of mayor, you have our backing.
Fuck yeah.
You do remember that I'm a bearer, don't you?
We do. But that is not a stain on your character. It is a stain on ours. We thought only of what we perceived bearers to be, not what you truly are.
Fuck yeah.
The man who saved Dalimil twice over.
I see. But I will only accept your proposal on 2 conditions.
Name them.
Firstly, that you will both do everything in your power to rally your people to my cause. If the Town Guard and the Merchants League do not accept my leadership, it will be doomed from the start. Unity is the key to defending Dalimil, and I do not doubt that we shall need to call on our combined strength again. When that time comes, I will expect us all to pull together, just as we did today.
Of course. You have our word.
And secondly, you will accept that if I am to lead you, the mistreatment of bearers must end here in Dalimil. Any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights as any other citizen.
Way to go,
They will not be
Lubor.
judged by what they are, but who they are.
As we failed to do, and came so close to losing everything.
We agree to your conditions. And we have only one in return. That you continue to work for the good of Dalimil, as you always have.
Condition accepted. Well then, it seems my mayorship is all but confirmed. Do I get some sort of special hat?
Well, things got dark, but they kind of even out to a happy place, so that's good.
How fickle fate can be. Not so long ago, I had resigned myself to leaving Dalimil in disgrace. And now, I find myself her leader. Here. For everything.
Lubo. About the children. Fear not, you are of course relieved of your responsibility. I would sooner face another horde of Akashic than see them brought up as outlaws. I'll make sure they're safe here.
I don't doubt that you will. And not just the children, but everyone in Dalamel.
I'll do my best. Can't have all your hard work going to waste.
Here, take a look at my wares. Take care.
Lord Marquis, if you have a moment...
Sup?
What is it, Cyril?
One of our brethren lately journeyed across the strait in order to pursue a new avenue of inquiry in our ongoing investigation. He sent an owl some while ago, but we have heard naught from him since.
Was he surveying another fallen ruin?
No. The object of his study was a savior cult that has arisen in Ash in recent years. We believe it may have some connection to the Circle of Malleus, an ancient religion that worshipped Ultima as its god. By gaining an understanding of this new faith, we hoped to learn more of the Circle's original beliefs.
And so you sent one of your brothers to Ash? A continent teeming with orcs and Akashic?
Fully cognizant of the risks, yes. I entrusted the mission to one of the most able of our order, the Third Chair, a master of the arts of combat and survival both. Though he has been silent for some days now, I have thus far refrained from sending any others in search of him, lest they be lost in turn. Yet, it seemed only right to inform you of the situation, given your unique experience of the perils of Ash. For as you so earnestly advised me, it would not do to abandon a man to his fate, when he might yet be saved.
It would not. But Ash is a big place. Can you be any more specific?
Perhaps. The last owl I received from him mentioned a village where he had heard the cult were wont to assemble. Mickleburg was its name.
Mickleburg.
It lies in the southern reaches of Waloed. If aught ill befell him, I expect it did so there.
Right. I'll see what I can do.
You are much too kind, my lord. Go then, with my hopes, and may the Firebird's flame ever burn in your heart.
faster!
Thanks, girl.
Might this be Nickelbug?
Okay. Some weird shit going on here.
These people aren't turned. And the village seems safe enough at least.
Hey, guys who are clearly not in a creepy religious cult.
Ah, did you too heed the call?
Heed the call? No, I came here looking for someone. To be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you.
Is that so?
What are you doing here? Is this where you live?
It is my home. The others, they heeded the call.
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
They came here to perform the rite. Just as...
Oh, come on. Please don't tell me this is a suicide-ish
This
thing.
village is their altar, where they shall cast their souls upon the gentle...
Yep, it's like a Jim Jones suicide cult thing.
themselves to the Lord.
Give themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, cleanse us of our sins.
Let us be reborn in your loving arms.
Free us from the torment of this mortal realm.
They want to be saved. Forgive me. But did another foreigner, like me, come here? He was probably wearing a cowl.
You mean the traveler from Stone? Yes. He's staying at my house, toward the rear of the village.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I'll go and greet him.
They seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
Hey, treasure. Well, at least he's okay, I guess.
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. And so it would appear, are you? Lord Rosfield, if I am not mistaken.
Sup?
That's right. And you must be the third chair.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your safety. He sent me to find you.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill. Much less you, my Lord Marquis.
He said that you had failed to report. Is there a reason for that?
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. But the more I learned of them, the more my own faith began to falter. You have seen them at their prayers, have you not? They devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord with a fervor I have never seen before. Praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills and reborn in their Savior's light.
Who, by the way, does not give one fuck about them.
They might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue to serve him. Serve him with all of their beings. I, too, swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master, but this... it is different. It is more. And so I would see it through to the end. See these people safe, that they might achieve their dream.
Their dream is killing themselves.
They might do their duty to their Lord. Even if it should keep me from doing my duty to mine.
You do understand what their dream is, don't you?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become Akashic. I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the very essence of salvation. Forgive me, my lord, but I must remain here. If you are to return to Master Cyril, I would consider it a great... Did you hear that, my lord?
Yeah, I'm gonna assume something not good.
Oh, no, find out what. Stay here.
Oh, great, the town was flooded.
Beneath the flood. Oh no.
Well, I guess they got their wish. They all became Akashic.
Must be something I can do. Echoes as well. Found her.
Ready, brother?
Ready.
You guys need to get the fuck out of here.
What now?
Oh shit. Let me guess, the boss is coming up. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Oh, great!
We meet again. I've killed your kind before.
There's a good boy. Nice try. For you, brother.
Oh, snap! Let me guess, now they're Akashic.
Damn it.
Oh, fuck. And now they're turning Akashic. Great, so now they're just all dying. Well, this has just been a well and true fucking failure.
Speak to me. I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation. By devoting themselves to the service of their Lord. Just as I did, when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in. A duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become Akashic in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
God damn it.
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Congrats, they're all mindless husks now. Mission accomplished.
They are saved.
Saved. As in, mindless monsters. Stupid fucking religious shit. This is the Final Fantasy equivalent of the James Jones shit.
They are saved. Found her. I should get this report to Cyril.
My Lord Marquis, welcome back. I am glad to see you hale and whole.
I met with your third chair, Cyril. He bade me deliver his findings to you.
Thank you, my lord. He remained in Ash?
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mickelberg. I'm sorry that I couldn't save him.
If you could not save him, no one could.
The villagers, they were believers in this savior cult. They prayed to their god that they might be unburdened of their wills. Then an ether flood came, and their wish was granted. Your brother sacrificed himself that they might live, even knowing that that life was death by another name.
Then he perished defending liberty. A hero.
Yep, it was their choice to make in the end. Clive even said so. He says, you know, even if it was the wrong choice, they still deserve the right to choose.
For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than the right to choose how one lives.
Sid would agree. He wanted to build a world where people could die on their own terms.
A noble ambition. To die for one's cause is the most perfect expression of one's faith. It matters not how misguided others might judge one's decision to be. Only that the decision is one's own. We live according to the teachings of our order. We believe in them, we protect them, and yes, we die for them. For better or worse, that is our creed.
But he didn't die for your creed. He died to save them. And you still believe that what he did was right.
I believe that he believed it was. We of the Undying are not slaves, but willing servants. And this was his will. The ultimate expression of it.
All right. I'd like to know this man's name, Cyril. To know the names of all the Undying who've fallen in the line of duty. They died serving my house. It's only right that I remember them. That is my duty.
Of course. I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs at once. My lord, it has been, and shall ever be, the greatest honor of my life to serve House Rosfield. Though our duties may differ, yours is no less important. I pray with all my heart for your success. And were they here, I have no doubt but that every one of my fallen brothers and sisters would feel the same.
Yeah, even though that quest was depressing as shit.
Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dark. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by Akashic. I need to hurry.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with... If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet, but let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether's thickest there.
Then I'll search the upper level.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer? I hope not. We're risking a lot just being here. Better keep my eyes open for signs of life.
Let darkness fall!
So this place was no ordinary prison. And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled. Minimal loss of Waluda lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even the Imperials take better care of their branded than that. They were feeding bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared.
That is pretty fucked up.
Nothing but Akashic down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
Hey, sweet treasure. Hey, yo, Doris!
But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents, and... it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this... this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death. And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children even.
That's fucked
And
up.
those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
Let's see what we can find down here.
Oh shit.
Survivor. She sounds close.
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards are still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming. But I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Ready when you are. You poor thing. He must have been terrified.
Did Jadwick send you?
What?
He fought the monster. Distracted it.
Oh, that's sad.
He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he?
1 second, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna stretch. Well, I'm not running back. I'm just gonna stretch real quick. Sorry about that.
He ultrasounded me. He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
Was that?
Monster's back. Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
It's out there waiting
shit.
for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
Oh, it's a mark. Huh. Well, 2 birds, 1 stone then. I finished the quest and get rid of a mark.
The beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen.
Not get any more bears, motherfucker.
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
I'm fine. I think.
Yep, you basically died to save her.
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past. If you don't mind, that is.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years, we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Haida Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
All this time, my heart has wandered hither and thither in search of the perfect companion. When all along he was here, standing right beside me. All this time, my heart has wandered.
I really hope she wasn't talking about Clive.
run like the wind.
That'll do, girl.
That'll do, donkey.
This must be the orphanage.
That'll do.
Hopefully the registry is still here. Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture. Disposed of. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place. I need to find that registry. This reads like a suicide note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out. A forked white tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried here? There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see. This must be the registry.
God.
So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse. But where is the architect of all this misery? It was only a matter of time, I suppose. This place is cursed.
Wait,
Nice try. Too slow. I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
I hear that you traveled to Ash, Cid. Did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
I did. Yes.
If I may? The bearer registry. The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body. Nor any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces. Like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning, never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive, when so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. Cid, I'm going to write a book. An account of the horrors of Badbach. The spirit of those its custodians sought to all of Isthia will know of our suffering. And in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
Yeah, there's that fucker. Oh shit, S. We're in for a fucking... Go then.
Another of the Royalist guard dogs. Quite a specimen it is too. Too slow.
Fuck you, bro. Oh, that's just gonna get him. Yeah, that did him. Oh, god damn it. That's fucking lame. We went out of the boundaries of the fucking fight, so he recovered his health. Man, that's shit. That's so lame. Oh well.
Clive. Go on then. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here.
What are you doing? Oh my god! Fuck you! Whew!
No match for you, eh, Torgal?
There's supposed to be 33 hunts. One, two, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 in each row. 5, 10, 15, fuck. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Well, actually, no, it's 29. So there's a couple more. But I guess they're gonna pop up as I do quests. That's my only guess.
Nazaire might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
Sentries from the markets. Cooperate.
I would speak with this Duke.
Saw the captain just now. Wasn't wearing his uniform.
Because your town needs you. I need you. But the Duke would have me collected.
Do you have a moment, Clive?
What is it?
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly. His Eminence has assumed full control of the garrison and put every able-bodied man to work on the fortifications. The town was left all but unguarded, so Philippe was compelled to form a citizens' watch to fill the void. And though my dear boys have been characteristically willing to assist him in this, they want for bodies. So I was wondering if you would lend them your strength, that the people of Northreach might sleep easier, if only for a few nights.
Of course. Whatever you need.
Thank you, Clive. What would I do without you? Philippe told me he had men stationed at...
Where can I find the mistress of this establishment?
Here, my lady. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
My name is Sabine, and it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who I understand is causing you and your town no small amount of trouble. I wish to speak to you about what might be done.
Very well. Let us speak. I trust you'll forgive me, Clive.
Absolutely. Our conversation can wait.
Please, proceed.
As you know, my father is a most overbearing and supercilious man, and I join you in objecting to his every action. Indeed, I owe you my thanks for continuing to argue against his reckless plans. Yet I fear he is not one to be swayed by reason. No. He must be made to face the consequences of his actions.
And who would make him do this?
I would. Myself and several other like-minded individuals. Were you to join us, we would surely have the strength to drive him from Northreach for good.
Does that not seem a trifle... drastic?
Drastic action is precisely what is called for. Unless you are content to see your people downtrodden and dispossessed. My father would have it that citizens exist only to serve the Empire. That they should be forced to make every sacrifice to ensure her revival. But he is wrong. It is not the people who must serve the Empire, but the Empire who must serve her people. He's always been like this. Scornful of the opinions of anyone he judged beneath him. But he cannot be allowed to ride roughshod over the common folk any longer. We must fight him by all possible means.
Fight him? No. My purpose is to quell the tension in Northreach, not to stoke it. Respectfully, my lady. Our only chance of saving this town depends upon every one of us uniting against our common enemy. Your father and his followers included. While I understand your frustrations, I cling to the hope that he may yet be won round.
False hope, I assure you. But I see that your mind is made up. I shall bother you no longer. If you will extend me the same courtesy, I bid you good day.
I have not.
Certainly has spirit.
Indeed.
Well, technically I played it a little bit. Just for like 15 minutes. I technically have it. I just, MMOs are not my cup of tea.
But unfortunately for us, that spirit is only likely to harden the Duke's resolve, which may be enough to seal the fate of this town. Not that she cares. This is all about her and her father.
Families.
I'm sorry, where were we? Ah, yes. I was about to tell you of Philippe's plans for the town watch, but perhaps it's better that you heard them from him. I believe he's in the market, if you'd be so kind as to seek him out.
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot join you. I'd like to see the two of you in action together.
It's directed, actually, Final Fantasy 14 is directed by the same director who made this game. In fact, he did 11 and the revival of 14.
The Duke only wishes...
Because he wasn't involved with the original 14 that was terrible, that everybody fucking hated. So, he had to come in to fix it, and he did. But this was his first single-player Final Fantasy game. And honestly, seeing the results, I hope he continues to make more.
What's the point in so you are content to abandon the people to their fates? Please, I beseech you. If you are a true son of Northreach, you must fight to defend your home.
That's exactly what I am doing, milady. Or trying to, at least. The land is crawling with fiends, and someone has to keep watch.
Even when our true enemy is hiding in the garrison? Fine. You're not the only able-bodied man in Northreach. Thank you so much for your help.
She cornered you too, then? Could hardly get a word in edgeways. Like father, like daughter, eh? She made an uninvited appearance at the Vale earlier, hoping to convince the Dame to join her in fomenting rebellion. I bet that went well. Her ladyship seems to have a way with people. Anyway, what brings you here? Our mutual friend thought you might welcome some help. Oh, she did she? Right as always. In fact, you're just the man. We've had some reports, you see. Sightings of, you know what. They're back. Seems that way. All over, too. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet, but if you're willing, you could go and see what's what. Right. Where should I look? You know Grieger's Weep? One of the sightings places them somewhere on its shores. I'm on my way. Thank you, Clive. I'll look into one of the other sightings. Let's rendezvous back here later.
Ready, girl? Faster!
reports were true. I need to stop them before they get to the town. Call that a test, Ultima?
Clive, it's me. Are you all right?
I am. But it seems the reports were true. The thralls have returned. I dispatched the few that I found, though.
Well, that's something, I suppose. But what were they doing south of town? They all came from the north last time. We might be able to fend off an attack from one side or the other, but from both?
Do you have eyes in the north?
Some. I should probably go and have a look, though, just to be sure. You head back to Northreach. I want you there just in case war breaks out while I'm away.
What do you mean?
Her ladyship's been busy working her magic on the townspeople, stirring up ill feeling towards her father. She'll have her marching on the barracks if we're not careful.
What? This is exactly what the Dane was afraid of. I'll do what I can to calm things down. Be careful out there, all right?
Don't worry, I'm not like you. One sniff of those things and I'm running back to town screaming blue murder.
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, hmm? The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. But now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire. We can rebuild Sandbreck, just as Great Grieger wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore.
Oh, you motherfucker.
You may have filled my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla. Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who bedded a branded.
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Griga?
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them.
Oh, God.
To count.
No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun. We will retreat to Caer Norvent and there make our stand. Did you hear me? That was an order!
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
Yeah, you care so much about the Empire and its people, and then the second trouble comes.
But she is...
Let's retreat.
Common...
whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell.
You're goddamn right.
The men have their orders, and they look like following them. I got them spaced out at regular intervals. Whichever direction the thralls strike from, there'll be someone there to meet them.
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured the people will play their part. The herbalist has donated her stock of medicines to me. Should any of your men be injured, take them to the Vale. We'll see to them there.
Thank you, milady. I will.
I'll play my part too. You still want for numbers. Unlike the enemy. I only hope I can go some way to evening the odds. Philippe, can I leave the south in your hands? I doubt the thralls by the lake were the last of their number.
Of course. I'll lead a party down that way so we don't get taken by surprise. What about you?
I'll make my way up the road to Oriflamme. I fought a few of these things. And while I can't promise to hold them all back, I should be able to thin the herd.
All right. But take care.
Thank you. Both of you.
You can thank us when it's over.
Till then, madame.
There are so many of them.
Oh, God.
Not for long.
Is it over?
No. It's only just begun. Too slow.
Wait, look at mine. Oh, snap!
That looks to be the last of them. I wonder how the others fared. Better hurry back to town. Come on, Torgal.
Clive, it's good to see you.
And you. The road to Oriflamme is clear. How did you and your men fare?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks, but nothing the girls of the Vale can't put right.
Glad to hear it.
Well, it seems we've survived. For the time being, at least. I thank you both for answering the call.
You were right. And I was wrong. About everything. I had thought that the only way to unite the people was under the banner of Empire. That without a strong hand to guide them, they would drift apart. To be borne hither and yon by the eddying currents of fate. But you brought them together. Not by force, nor by the exercise of goddess-given authority, but by simply being one of them. By knowing what they feel, because you feel it yourself.
Our purpose was ever the same, Your Eminence. You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire and glory, while our eyes beheld matters closer to home.
You have the right of it again. As did you, Sabine. His radiance said it himself. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. I forgot that. And I am sorry.
I'm sorry too, Father. I should never have taken things so far. I only wanted you to understand how the people felt. How I felt. But my anger got the better of me.
Do not blame yourself, my dear. This was my doing. I should have listened to you. To all.
Oh, he actually turned around.
Your Eminence, your ladyship, I do not doubt that you came here with the best of intentions. But I believe the same could be said of us all. We all want safety, security, prosperity. Not just for Northreach, but for the entire realm. And we may yet achieve it. If only we work together. Will you join us in this?
Yes. We shall.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Now that that is settled, I must go and see to the wounded. The Vale's doors are always open to any soldier in need of relief. And today there are more than ever before.
Madame Isabel is a rare soul indeed. In these dark times, I see that it is not men like me who should lead the realm, but women like her.
You're right. If only I'd listened to her when I had the chance.
Forgive me for saying so, milady, but you still do. The Dame said it herself. We can turn things around. We just have to work together. And that goes for you, too. You're one of us now.
One of you?
Well said. captain. Let this be a new beginning, not only for Sanbreque, but for us.
Well, since there's nothing more to be done here, I should see if Isabel needs any help moving the wounded.
Can we get you anything?
There's no need to worry any longer.
I saw several soldiers being carried to the Vale.
How goes the treatment of the wounded? I'll be happy to man one end of a stretcher if it would help.
You've helped quite enough for one day, Clive. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Oh, but I must. After all you've done for this town, it is the very least you deserve.
Tell me, if Northreach had fallen, what would you have done? A woman of your means could find a home anywhere in the realm, but I sense you would rather have died here.
It's a long story.
For you, madame, I have all the time in the world.
Very well. Long ago, I had a life in the Crystalline Dominion. I was Carla then, courtesan to the nobility. So sought after was I that it was only they who could afford my time. Alas, those halcyon days were not to last. For naive as I was, I fell in love with a bearer. He was my master's guard, the gentlest man I have ever known. After they discovered us together, he was whipped bloody and forbidden from ever looking at me again. And so we fled. Not that we had anywhere to flee to. We wandered, aimless and starving, half dreading, half praying that the next day would be our last. Until we found ourselves here, in Northreach. It was the Vale that took us in, that fed us, clothed us, and healed our hurts. Those that could be healed, at least. My love was already too far gone.
He passed away.
He did. Not long after we arrived. But at least we were able to share a few moments of peace before the end. It was the greatest gift I have ever received. But the generosity of this town and her people did not end there. The men and women of the Vale supported me through my grief. Shared in it, though I was still a stranger to them. They treated me like a sister. And so I swore that I would always do the same. That I would return the kindness that Northreach showed me. That I would repay my debt to the Vale.
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing this with me.
You're a lot like him, you know. Perhaps that is why I have such a soft spot for you. Never stop fighting, Clive. And I shan't either. I know that it will not be easy to keep Northreach together. But our efforts will be rewarded. Just look at us now. The people, the soldiers, even the Duke of Oriflamme and his daughter, all united in defense of this town that we have come to call our home. And what of you? Can we count on your support too?
Always.
That was a cool resolution of the quest line as well.
We have brought Northreach together. Now the fight begins to keep her together. For if this town is to survive, we must all play our part. Including you, Clive.
See, people try to say that the quests in this game are fetch questy, the side quests. Some of them are, but even the most fetch questy side quests still give you a very good look at the world and the lore and reward you well. But there is a lot of side quests in this game that are really good and are vital to understanding the story and finishing the threads. Some of the side quests in the first half of the game can be a little bit fetch questy. Like I said, they're not terrible. They give you good rewards when they are well acted and give you a look at the lore. But in the second half of the game, the side quests end all of the threads that have built up to this part. So, you meet the Dame, you meet Labor, you meet all these people throughout the story, and their threads are only finished if you do their side quests. So if you go through and you don't do them, you are missing out on a lot of really good narrative payoff and stuff and rewards. And it's a shame because a lot of people played some fetch from some side quests in the beginning, thought, oh, they're fetch questy, just did not do any side quests from that point forward, and missed out on quite a good bit of awesome story moments in this game and quest resolutions.
This the last one?
Just a little further.
Will you lend me a hand? There are still in the markets.
You held your own out there.
And what can I do for you? You've a keen eye. Come back again.
I could give you another elixir, but what you really need is...
Well met, Sid. This is the initiate. Ember, present yourself.
At your service, Master.
Please, just Sid. There are no masters here. Your life is your own.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Sid. The sergeant says you'll be evaluating me at my trial.
To become a scout, yes. You are aware of the dangers inherent in that role.
I am. But I swore I'd face them. Just like the man who saved my life.
Who would that be?
Gav. It was him who found me and freed me. No magic, no support, just one man and his nose. Came and sniffed me out. It taught me what one man can do if he puts his mind to it. And I've been training ever since, so that one day I can be someone's saviour, just like Gav was mine.
I'm sure he'd be flattered. You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions. Stick to this path and you'll make a fine curse breaker.
So, what? Have I passed?
You haven't even started yet. Now listen. Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sightings in a logbook. You are to find it and bring it here.
And bring it here, right. Anything else?
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing the logbook would be quite sufficient. You'll need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, create a distraction and effect an escape, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Ember, Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way. All right, Ember. Impress me. Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready. Or maybe not.
Or maybe not. It's like, God damn it, Ember.
Damn it. Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
Then run! If you want him, you'll have to go through me. Too slow.
Bye-bye.
It's over. Ember, are you... gone? Of course. Scouts really are a rare breed. Back to Northreach it is, then. Come on.
Damn it. Oh well. Woo-hoo-hoo!
Quiet. Be safe.
That's good.
Ready, girl? Run like the wind. That's better.
I didn't expect you back so soon. Where is Ember? How did he fare?
I thought I'd find him with you. He must have fled. I followed him to Eastwatch, where I found him being set upon by a wild Avis. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. I had to step in and take care of things. But by the time I had, he was nowhere to be seen. I assumed he'd set off in your direction, but apparently not.
I'm sorry, Sid. I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he seemed like...
The right man for the job? I believe this is the logbook you
there you go.
retrieving.
Hey? How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
What? Wasn't that what you asked me to do? To bring the thing back without getting caught?
He has you there, Nazaire. And he did it all on his own.
But Sid, he
did what he thought was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree.
I mean, Gav got into his fair share of scrapes, and
await your evaluation.
Clive had to rescue him.
Don't you leave my sight.
Yes, Sergeant.
This won't be an easy decision.
You should have seen him. The thing didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, neither did you, I hear.
Ah, it's funny.
Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back, Sid.
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the arse, I hope. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial. But from what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
No, they most certainly did not. Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim. And is that not what we ask of our scouts?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaws of peril. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conch and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now, would it?
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
Daft as a brush, that one. But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. About time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
It couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off. Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I expected.
Things rarely do these days. But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you.
Cape of Sir Sambrek. The Penitence Gate, Sambrek. Okay. Okay, I literally ran right into him, so... Oh no, this is one I didn't mean to run into. Okay.
You're the outlaw! The one who drove His Highness to madness! On your knees!
He hasn't heard. And it doesn't look like he's willing to listen.
Bahamut! It's all your fault!
I needed that. What, that I can kill you twice? Too slow. Let's roll out this try.
Only your death will serve!
Nice try.
Long live...
Damn it. Dion would have been glad to have you back at his side. That's better.
Okay, so I basically found the one I was looking for.
Faster!
Okay,
Be
that's him.
safe.
Clearly doing.
Not another one.
Too slow.
Let's try.
Too slow.
Good, look at my.
I'm getting tired of these things.
Still alive, are you? Go on, then. It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. Is that all?
So what do I owe the honour? Not saying Fordian, do you? Not bad, if I do say so myself. And?
Oh shit, it's Gav.
You alright? About that. Oi! Let's see.
Something troubling you?
No more than usual. It's just... Eda's baby will be coming soon, and I wanted to make something for it.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. I'll let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes, like.
So, what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that Eda's due any day now. I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You know, there just might be.
All right then. What exactly are we making?
A good luck charm. But not just any good luck charm.
Not just any.
No. One made from the feather of a silver chocobo. There's naught luckier in all the realm, or so we used to say back home anyway. Thing is, they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing. I'd try and track one down myself, only...
Only the big day is fast approaching. And that's all you need? A feather?
That or the bird whose horse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with traveling traders plying the northern borders.
Well, there's no shortage of those passing through Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call. I'll let you know if I find anything.
You're a good friend, Clive. I won't forget this.
Thank you for watching. I appreciate you.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Hippocrates. There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
Then you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The executors?
Coveters of secrets. A clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies. One such text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers. A tale which could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the Executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the Executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the Executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders.
I'm gonna take. I've been wearing them for a while and they're hurting my ears.
Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash. Rumors of the Executors are rife among the scholars of Storm.
but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit. Come on.
Yeah!
Straight home now. The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in? His interests were certainly varied. This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Leaving so soon, stranger? We've been watching you. From a distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book. Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
Decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
Let's see, shall we?
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history. That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Wait! Damn it. Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
Alright, I'm gonna end this part here. I'll be back.